Welcome back to the Neural Intel Pod. We are diving deep into OWL, Optimized Workforce Learning.
Yes.
This is a new open source framework, and it's causing a stir.
Yeah, it's really interesting the way it approaches this multi-agent collaboration. It's built on the CAMEL-AI framework, which is, designed specifically for this kind of AI teamwork.
So it's like we have a whole team of AI agents now instead of just like one.
Right. It's like having a well-coordinated team and, each member has a different strength or expertise.
Right.
You might have one that's really good at research and another one that's amazing at coding. And, maybe even one that's great at analyzing images, and they're all working together.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And this is a brand new framework, isn't it?
It is. Yeah.
Okay,
It just
so
came out.
really new.
Yeah, March 7th, 2025.
Wow.
So
Well,
very, very new.
it's like hot off the presses.
It is, and it's already making an impact. Like, it's currently ranked #1 among the open source frameworks on the GAIA benchmark.
Now, for our listeners who might not be familiar,
Yeah.
what is that benchmark?
So the GAIA benchmark is basically a series of tests,
Okay.
and they're designed to evaluate how effective AI systems are in like complex real-world scenarios.
Right.
And OWL's average score is 58.18,
Okay.
which is really impressive, especially for something so new.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get into like what OWL can actually do,
Sure.
because the capabilities are pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I was reading through the documentation,
Yeah.
and it said real-time information retrieval, multimodal processing, browser automation. I mean, where do we even begin?
Let's start with a real-time information retrieval.
Okay.
So imagine an AI agent that can access and process like the very latest information from the internet.
Right.
So it can pull data from Wikipedia, it can run Google searches and all of that in real time.
So these agents are not limited to like some static data set. They
No.
can actually like adapt to what's going on and make their decisions based on current information.
Exactly.
That's a game changer.
Yeah, especially for any task that needs up-to-the-minute data.
I would say so.
Yeah.
And it gets even more interesting
Right.
with multimodal processing.
Right.
So it's not just text.
Right.
It can look at images, understand videos,
Yeah.
even process audio.
Exactly.
That opens up a ton of possibilities.
It does.
Especially for stuff that's beyond just text.
Definitely.
Like you could be analyzing trends in videos or pulling information from images.
Yeah.
Automatically transcribing audio.
Yeah, all those complex tasks that it can just streamline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then on top of all that, there's browser automation.
Yeah.
And so OWL uses the Playwright framework,
Right.
which allows these agents to interact with websites.
Yeah, just like a human would.
Like they can scroll and click and all that.
They can enter data, download files, navigate pages.
Wow.
Pretty much anything you can do in a browser.
So they could fill out online forms, schedule appointments, even do research on the web.
Exactly. And it's not just about gathering information.
Right.
It's about taking action.
Based on that.
Yes.
That's incredible.
It is.
That could have a huge impact. I mean, just how we work in the digital world.
It really could.
And there's more.
There's more.
Okay.
OWL is really good at document parsing, too.
Okay.
So it can extract content from, all kinds of different document formats.
Like Word files and PDFs and spreadsheets.
Spreadsheets, presentations, you name it.
And it can convert all that into text or markdown.
Yeah.
I was reading that.
Makes it much easier to process.
Yeah, that's like having a research assistant
Uh-huh.
that just goes through and pulls out the important stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. And if that wasn't enough, OWL can actually write and execute Python code.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
AI agents that can code.
Using an interpreter.
How does that even work?
Yeah, it's pretty mind-boggling.
It is.
But it opens up a whole new level of automation.
Yeah.
So think about things like, data analysis, software development, or any kind of complex process that needs code.
Right.
OWL could potentially automate all of that.
So these agents aren't just following instructions.
Yep.
They can adapt and write their own code to solve a problem.
It's really powerful.
That is powerful.
Yeah.
A little intimidating,
It is a little bit.
if you ask me.
Yeah.
But are we just throwing these agents into the deep end here?
No, not at all.
Okay.
OWL has this collection of pre-built toolkits.
Okay.
And they basically act as like specialized sets of instructions for specific tasks.
So like there's a toolkit for academic research
Exactly.
or for analyzing images.
Or working with networks.
So if you need an agent to search like Archive or Google Scholar or Semantic Scholar,
There's a toolkit for that.
there's a toolkit for that.
Yep. And if you need it to analyze images or videos or do math, there are toolkits for all of that, too.
Wow.
And there are even toolkits for interacting with platforms like GitHub and Notion and Reddit.
So you're not just stuck with these pre-built ones.
No.
You can like customize them or even create your own
Exactly.
to fit whatever you need.
You can tailor the tools.
That's incredible.
It is.
So this all sounds very complex.
Yeah.
Do you need to be like a coding expert to use OWL?
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
They've developed a really user-friendly web-based interface
Okay.
that makes it a lot easier to work with.
So you don't need a computer science degree to build your own AI team.
Exactly. You can use the interface to choose your models, configure your settings, even communicate with your agents and review your task history.
And all that without writing any code.
That's right.
So someone with like limited technical expertise could still use this.
They theoretically could.
Wow, that's really impressive.
Yeah.
What about the people who are more technically inclined?
Well, OWL provides all the scripts and documentation you need to reproduce that benchmark performance that we talked about. So it's a great resource for researchers and developers who want to really dive into the technical details.
So it's clear that we've only just scratched the surface here of what OWL can do, but it's already pushing the boundaries of AI-driven automation. So let's take a quick pause.
Okay.
And we'll be right back to explore the future of OWL.
Sounds good. Yeah, it really is remarkable how fast things are moving.
It is. So where do you see OWL heading in the coming, months and years? Where are the areas that need, improvement and development?
Well, I think a big focus is going to be expanding that toolkit ecosystem.
Okay.
The more specialized toolkits they develop, the wider the range of tasks that the OWL agents can handle effectively.
So we might see toolkits for things like financial modeling.
Right.
Or medical diagnosis, or legal research even.
Exactly. I mean, the possibilities are pretty much endless.
They really are. And the beauty of open source is that, anyone can contribute.
That's right.
So it's driven by the needs of the community.
Yeah, anyone listening who has some expertise in a specific area, where OWL could be applied.
Right.
Think about building a toolkit and sharing it.
That's a great point. Open source thrives on that collaboration.
It does.
But beyond expanding the toolkits, what about the agents themselves?
Yeah.
How is their ability to interact and collaborate expected to evolve?
That's another really exciting area of research. It's like refining the language and the etiquette of multi-agent communication.
So they can work together better.
Exactly. So it's not just about individual agents getting smarter.
Right.
It's about the team as a whole becoming more effective.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, one area they're exploring is developing, more sophisticated communication protocols.
Okay.
Right now, the agents are mainly communicating through text-based messages, but in the future, they might use more complex methods.
Like what? Could you give me some examples?
Sure. Well, imagine agents exchanging like symbolic representations of knowledge. Or even learning to anticipate each other's needs without having to explicitly communicate.
So it's like moving beyond basic conversation
Right.
to like a shared understanding.
Exactly.
Almost like a hive mind.
That's a great analogy.
And just like a really good team, these agents have to learn from their experiences.
They do.
And keep getting better.
Yeah. Advancements in agent learning are really key to that.
So they can analyze, past successes and failures to figure out how to work better together.
Exactly. They could even learn by observing human teams.
Oh, interesting.
Or by getting feedback from humans, during their training.
So there's a lot of potential there.
There is.
For them to improve and adapt.
Yeah, a lot of potential.
This all ties into that multi-step reasoning you mentioned.
It does.
Can you explain that a little bit more, like in the context of OWL?
Sure.
And why it's so important?
So multi-step reasoning basically means that the agents can plan and execute these really complex tasks that require multiple steps.
Right.
And may involve, different agents with different specialized skills.
Okay.
So for example, imagine a task like planning a trip to Paris.
That's not a simple one-step task.
No, it's not.
No.
To do that, you would need multiple agents working together.
Okay.
One might handle booking flights and accommodations. Another could focus on planning the itinerary.
Right.
And yet another might research, local attractions and events.
And they'd all have to coordinate with each other.
They would.
Share information.
Yep.
Adapt if things change, like a flight gets canceled or something.
Precisely. And while OWL can handle some multi-step tasks right now,
Okay.
the goal is to make it much more robust and efficient.
in those kinds of scenarios.
Yeah, in those complex real-world scenarios.
So imagine having a team of AI agents that could plan your whole vacation.
Right.
Or manage your finances. Or even run your business.
It's pretty mind-blowing.
It really is.
Yeah, it gives us a glimpse into the future.
Of AI-driven automation.
Right, where teams of these intelligent agents are working behind the scenes.
Making our lives easier.
Exactly.
It's a very exciting time to be following this.
It is.
So for our listeners who want to learn more about LWL,
yeah,
maybe experiment with the code or even contribute to its development. Where should they start?
The LWL GitHub repository is definitely the best place to begin. Okay. They have really comprehensive documentation, example scripts, and instructions for setting up your own development environment.
Awesome. And as always, we'll provide a link to that in our show notes.
Great.
And you can find more information on the CAMEL-AI website, too.
That's right.
Since LWL is built on that.
Yeah. And for those who are interested in contributing, the OWL team welcomes developers and researchers. And really anyone who's passionate about this.
It's a chance to be part of something really groundbreaking. You know, before we wrap up this deep dive, I want to touch on something that really struck me.
Yeah.
While I was reading through the OWL documentation, it's just the sheer scale of what this framework can do.
It's definitely ambitious.
It is. It goes beyond just automating individual tasks.
Right.
It's about creating a truly collaborative workforce of intelligent agents.
Yeah.
Which begs the question, what does this mean for the future of work and the relationship between humans and AI?
Yeah, it's a big question.
We'll explore that question in the final part of our deep dive, so stay tuned. And we're back for the final part of our deep dive into OWL-optimized workforce learning.
It's been a fascinating exploration.
It really has. You know, we've talked about OWL's capabilities and its potential to really change how we approach tasks.
Right.
But I keep coming back to this question. What does the rise of this collaborative AI workforce mean for the future of human work?
It's a question a lot of people are asking. Understandably so. You know, the idea of intelligent agents automating complex tasks can raise some concerns about job displacement.
It's a valid concern.
It is.
But I'm curious to hear your perspective on this.
Sure.
Do you see OWL and these similar technologies as a threat to human employment? Or an opportunity for something new?
I tend to see it more as an opportunity.
Okay.
You know, throughout history, technological advancements have often reshaped existing jobs and created new ones, rather than just eliminating them altogether. And I think AI will be no different.
So instead of fearing AI as like a replacement, we should be thinking about how humans and AI can work together.
Exactly. OWL and the concept of multi-agent collaboration, you know, it represents a paradigm shift in how we think about AI.
Okay.
It's not about replacing human intelligence, but augmenting it.
So it's like giving everyone a team of intelligent assistants that can handle the repetitive tasks.
Right? Like the data-heavy tasks.
Freeing up the humans to focus on things like creativity, strategy, complex decision-making.
Yeah, the things that AI, at least for now, can't replicate.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Imagine doctors being able to rely on AI agents to analyze medical images. Or researchers having AI agents who go through tons of data. Or architects using AI agents to generate design options. Based on specific parameters.
It's not just limited to those specialized professions either.
Right. It could impact everyday life.
Absolutely. OWL could power personalized AI assistants that help us manage our schedules, our finances, our health, even our social lives.
It'd be like having a personal chief of staff.
Exactly.
A financial advisor, a life coach, all rolled into one.
Yeah.
Which brings up another question.
Sure.
What are the limitations of this technology? We've talked a lot about what it can do. But what are the things it can't do?
Well, one key limitation is that OWL, like all current AI systems, lacks genuine understanding and common sense.
So it can process information.
It can
follow instructions. But it doesn't really understand the meaning behind the data.
Exactly. So while an AI agent might be able to book a flight for you, it wouldn't necessarily understand like the nuances of why you're taking that trip. Or the emotional significance of the destination.
I see.
And this lack of common sense can sometimes lead to errors or unexpected outcomes.
Especially in situations that require flexibility and adaptability. Understanding of human emotions.
Exactly.
So OWL is powerful.
It is.
But it's still a tool.
It is.
And we need to use it thoughtfully and be aware of its limitations.
I agree.
It's also important to keep researching and developing ways to improve AI's ability to reason and learn and adapt to those complex situations.
Absolutely.
It sounds like we're still in the early stages of this AI revolution. And while there are challenges, the potential benefits are huge.
They are enormous.
It's an exciting time to be working in this field.
Yeah, it is.
And I think that collaboration between humans and AI will be key to unlocking that potential.
Well said.
So to our listeners, if you're intrigued by OWL and the possibilities of multi-agent collaboration, I encourage you to check out their GitHub repository.
Great.
The link, as always, is in our show notes.
And for those who want to stay up to date on all the latest advancements in AI and machine learning,
be sure to visit our website, also linked in the bio.
It's a great way to stay informed.
We're constantly updating it with the most fascinating research papers and news.
It's a rapidly evolving field.
It has been an incredible deep dive into OWL optimized workforce learning.
It has.
I hope you all enjoyed this journey as much as we have.
It's been a pleasure.
And to our listeners, thank you for joining us on the Neural Intel Pod.
We'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time for another deep dive into the world of AI.